Hi, David.
How you doing, son?
I'm great.
Good morning to you. Do we have our special guest in the house already?
We do. I see two beautiful women on our stream right now. We're gonna jump over. Yes.
All right.
We're gonna jump over to the island of Antigua. Well, yeah, we're going to go over to the island of Antigua because Antigua and Barbuda are hosting the Caribbean Travel Marketplace for the very first time this year. And we want to hear all about it because, you know, we love good places and we love to bring all of our Irie Jam family.
Antigua have some good seasoning stuff. So.
Do they have good seasonings? We're gonna talk to the Patrice and Vanessa about that right now. So help me to welcome Irie Jam fam to Let the Cocks Crow right here on Irie Jam Radio. Vanessa Ledesma, CEO of the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association, and Patrice Simon, President of the Caribbean Society or Hospitality Account Executives. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good morning. Yes. Thank you so much for having us this morning.
No, we're so happy to have you and to hear more about what is happening in your neck of the woods. Am I correct in saying that you're both in Antigua?
I am in Antigua.
Okay.
I am back home after spending 3 weeks across the Caribbean, so missing it already.
Oh, where's home for you?
Florida, Port St. Lucie.
Okay. All right. So we are talking about, well, you guys tell us a little bit about the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association, as well as the Caribbean Society or Hospitality Account Executives. And then we'll talk about the marketplace that you guys are hosting soon. So
Definitely. So the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association is the leading association representing the interest of the Caribbean hospitality and tourism industry from a private sector perspective. Our membership footprint extends to 32 destinations across the Caribbean, everything in the north, including Bermuda, all the way to the south, Suriname, Guyana, and Belize. And our membership includes hotel and accommodation providers and those that provide products and services to the industry. And I'll let Patrice talk a little bit about the Caribbean Society of Hotel Association Executives.
All right, so the Caribbean Society of Hotel Account Executives feed into CHTA, right? So all across the islands, there are persons in roles like mine. So my everyday is being executive director of the Antigua and Barbuda Hotels and Tourism Association. And across our partner islands, you have associations like ours. And I was very pleased this past year to take up presidency of the Caribbean Society of Hotel Account Executives. And of course, to do that now that we're hosting Marketplace here in Antigua and Barbuda. So it's been an honor to be able to speak to my colleagues across the region and certainly prepare to host Marketplace here in Antigua and Barbuda.
Okay, so this is a big deal. So congratulations. This is a huge deal for Antigua and Barbuda. How are you guys preparing for this?
Yeah, it is a big deal. Last year, though, Antigua and Barbuda hosted what's called the Small Island Developing States Conference. It's called the SIDS Conference. And for the very first time, we built in Antigua and Barbuda this world-class conference center. And we hosted the SIDS Conference with about 3,000 delegates last year. So this was like our moment. And in that time, we had representatives from CHTA come to Antigua to see what we did at that time. So last year, May, seeing Antigua's execution of the SIDS conference, we were able to gain the opportunity to host Marketplace. Now, Marketplace has been happening for 43 years. And this is the third time that it's hosted here on the eastern side of the Caribbean. So it's hosted in St. Lucia in 2009 and also in Barbados in 2023. So to come to our little islands, Antigua and Barbuda, we are truly honored and we've been working really hard to prepare for the event.
Okay, I'm sorry, miss, but there's nothing little about Antigua, okay? Nothing little about, let me tell you something. You see here especially in the Bronx, in New York, in the Bronx, Antiguans door ramp, Antiguans door place. So you can't call Antigua a little island, okay? Antigua's a big deal. I'm
gonna say this. We have a saying, we liquor, but we tolerate.
Yes.
And that is...
That
And
is
that's
so
what
true.
we're preparing for, to host Marketplace, to really show up and show out, and both private and public sector. So I work for the Hotel Association, a private arm. From the government side, the public sector, we have the Ministry of Tourism and the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority. We've come together, we've formed committees. We're looking at entertainment, we're looking at food, we're looking at the setup of the venue, transportation, and we've really been working hard to make sure that we execute this event on a high level.
If I may, just to give a little bit of context of potentially the reason of little, Caribbean Travel Marketplace is a considerable big event, and it's usually held at destinations that have considerable larger and bigger convention facilities, right? So the Jamaica, the Bahamas, the Puerto Rico that have conference facilities that are 70,000 square feet, right? So being able to take Caribbean Travel Marketplace to destinations that may not have that type of venue, but still have venues that very creatively can accommodate the needs of the event.
Thank you for that clarification. So you're introducing something called Linkages Showcase. I want you to tell us about Linkages Showcase. And you spoke about entertainment. You spoke about food and everything, and all things that come into what this Caribbean Travel Marketplace is. Give us an overview of what Linkages Showcase is and what people can look forward to in coming to the marketplace held in Antigua this year.
Definitely. So linkages is one of the focus areas of the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association in 2025 with a linkages task force that has been established. And the first project of the task force is the addition at Marketplace of the Linkages Showcase, which is our way of broadening the economic impact of tourism by connecting local producers from across the various destinations within our membership footprint. Think artisanal food makers, craft artisans, small businesses, agricultural providers, manufacturers, with tourism professionals. So it's a platform where culture meets commerce. It showcases the richness of the destinations, but for those small businesses, it opens the doors to new markets, partnerships, and year-round visibility. So we're bringing together at Caribbean Travel Marketplace, we have what we call travel suppliers, destinations, hotel accommodation providers, attractions, destination management companies, and transportation providers. And what we want to bring is all of these industries that indirectly and directly, of course, contribute to the tourism industry, to have a forum where they can showcase and present their product to potential buyers so that all of these products can be successful and reaching into other destinations across the region.
You know, you champion people development in hospitality. How does an event like this support training, exposure, and networking for professionals in the industry?
Definitely. So Marketplace, sorry, go Patrice.
Thank you. Well, for us here in Antigua and Barbuda, it's really, I guess, a testament to the work that we have put in over the past year. We were honored over a year ago to have received that People in Development Award because we wanted to start profiling our people in industry, our people who have grown and developed themselves over the years and hold top positions and ownership positions within the hospitality sector. So to be recognized as a host destination means that we have really put in the work to set the Antigua and Barbudan product apart when it comes to tourism. As an association for us, we do an extensive amount of training throughout the year. We work with our partners to ensure that we continue to grow and develop the people in industry.
No, you know, I'm a lover of Antigua, Barbuda, and Montserrat, right? The last time I was in that region was about a few years ago, I think, when Arrow Alphonsus Cassell passed away. And one of the nicest things, we missed our flight to Montserrat, and the Prime Minister at the time allowed us to come on his flight to attend the funeral of Alphonsus Cassell in Montserrat. I'm curious, you guys, I've seen the country star in Antigua. You guys have had a plethora of big artists and big concerts. So you're not new to doing big shows, especially in Antigua. But how is there any involvement with Antigua and Montserrat, since Montserrat is a little baby over there on its own now? When we talking little, I can now call Montserrat little. Is it Do you guys have anything to do at all with Montserrat in conjunction with Antigua and Barbuda?
Well, I'll speak specifically to this event because you've raised an important point when it comes to marketplace being hosted in Antigua. It's an opportunity for our neighboring islands who would not traditionally may have journeyed to the larger spaces for the event to actually come over. It's right at their doorstep. And just last week, Vanessa and I were in St. Martin because we had a showcase there, and we met up with our colleagues in Montserrat, and we had the conversation, and they are coming over for Marketplace. So we have Montserrat, we have St. Kitts, Dominica, where we've just visited, all of our neighboring islands, the French islands, Martinique, Guadeloupe. You have the largest business-to-business showcase happening right at your doorstep, right here in Antigua and Barbuda. And we are connecting with those partners very close to us to ensure that they take advantage of this opportunity here in Antigua.
Why is it important for younger professionals or up-and-coming entrepreneurs in the Caribbean tourism space to pay attention or to get involved in Marketplace?
Thank you for that question. We're seeing a positive shift across the region where the younger generation is being more intentionally incorporated into activities like Caribbean Travel Marketplace. CHTA has launched a platform called the Young Leaders Forum, where emerging professionals have the opportunity to engage, network, and contribute to the industry. And many of these professionals will be at Marketplace in their official capacities, representing their businesses and their countries. Specifically in Antigua and Barbuda, as part of the event, we also collaborate with our local partners, the Antigua and Barbuda Hotels and Tourism Association and the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority, and as much as possible try to incorporate hospitality students as volunteers for the event, giving them a first-hand experience of what a travel trade event looks like, and also to start making some connections with those industry professionals that are joining us at the event. So definitely at Marketplace, we're seeing an opportunity where those individuals coming up are exposed to the broader industry and gain a deeper appreciation of the event and its contribution to the industry.
Oh, wow, wow.
No, this is a big deal.
A very big deal. This is a big deal. Big up to Antigua and Barbuda. Amazing. As I said, you guys have been doing exemplary events and concerts for a long, long time. It's not now you've started. And I'm just wondering why it's peeping its head up now internationally, and that should have been accomplished long before.
And we are actually profiling that concert type, that cultural showcase, as a part of Marketplace 2025 that's taking place May 18 to the 22nd here in Antigua. So Antigua and Barbuda will be hosting an opening celebration and a closing celebration. The opening one will be focused on the youth, and we'll be, highlighting all the cultural aspects of us across our youth. And our closing ceremony, we're calling the Wicket Fete. So that's a play on cricket. Yes, it'll be held at one of our cricket grounds. So we're looking forward to celebrating our culture, the sports, and everything that makes the Caribbean unique.
So I got one final question for you. How are we going to be there? Because I would love to broadcast live from there. I love to entertain from there. As I said, I haven't seen Antigua and Barbuda in a while. I would love to be back there, spreading it across the world on Irie Jam, Let the Cocks Crow. How can we make that happen?
Definitely. We'll talk to our media personnel and make sure that you can join us there and share the information not only about those from Antigua and Barbuda, but from across the region, so that your listeners have a better understanding of what's happening across the region. Definitely. We'll get back to you.
Okay.
That you put Vanessa on the spot there, boy. Okay, so Vanessa, I want to ask Patrice. I'm going to ask you this also, Vanessa. When you touch down in Antigua, Patrice is there. When you touch down into Antigua, what's the first food spot that you're going to? And then Patrice, I want you to tell me what's your food spot. When I come there now, where are you taking me?
I have a food spot too.
Well, I'm going to say Shirley Heights on a Sunday because it's the biggest barbecue ever.
Ooh,
anywhere in the world.
Barbecue.
To have some lobster.
Okay.
To have lobster, nice. We're coming. So Vanessa, you're taking me there when we get there.
KFC is
Patrice,
good.
oh, they have
In
KFC?
Antigua?
Yes, KFC is good. Okay.
Antigua.
Okay, we got to throw them
The
into it.
best.
Antigua is going up against Trinidad KFC and Jamaica.
And Jamaica.
KFC.
Oh, see. Okay, so all right. So Patrice, real quick, you tell me where you're taking me, and now I'm gonna have to come and taste the KFC, because for me is Jamaica KFC. Patrice, I'm sorry.
And the KFC from the airport.
Well, I'm not going to get myself in trouble here today. So what I can say to you is that we need to go on a road show, right? So whether you want the local pepper pot, you want some fungi, some goat water, we can definitely do that.
I like how she says that. You want some fungi, you want some pepper pot, you want some goat water.
Fish cake.
Yes, fungi. I like that.
And then we can go to any of the fine dining spots as well. So we just need to go on a road show.
Well, you hear
And get your
that?
belly full.
So Vanessa, we're gonna work this out. Patrice, we're coming. Ladies, tell us again when the marketplace is. Let us know how the where we can go on, where our listeners can go online, or persons that have interest in maybe coming in, being a part of the marketplace. Where can they find all the information?
The website is chtamarketplace.com. Our email is events@caribbeanhotelandtourism.com. The event is scheduled over the period of May 18th to the 22nd. Anyone that has an interest in the hospitality and tourism industry in the Caribbean, either owning property or businesses that provide products and services in the Caribbean Travel Marketplace, as well as other supplemental events that we have during the week, the Caribbean Travel Forum and the Direct Booking Summit.
Wow.
CHTAmarketplace.com provides you access to all of the information about all of those activities.
I can't wait.
No, I'm already packed in my head. I'm packed. I'm
I
at the
can't wait to
airport.
go back to Antigua and Barbuda.
We're at the airport already. Yes.
I can't wait.
Thank you so much, Vanessa Ledesma, CEO of the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association, and Patrice Simon, President of the Caribbean Society or Hospitality Account Executives, for joining us this morning. We are wishing you a successful marketplace this year, and we are hoping to already. We're there already. We're there.
We're not hoping. We will be there next year.
We will be there.
We're not hoping.
We can be there this year, though, Darby. She said it's May.
Oh, that's right.
It's May.
Okay, so we will be there this year too.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're going for fungi this year. Patrice, I'm coming for the fungi, okay?
Patrice, the last time I was there, in the morning you drive down the street and the guy had like a big tent and he was serving. Everyone got out of their car and came to eat in the morning early.
Oh, so we need to find that spot.
So it was like cars were lined up. Lined up. And they were like at a corner, and they had the food going right then and there. And you can go, and then you can go a little bit further down. It was the Ocean, nice new, I think a restaurant, hotel was now going up. But we had a great time. The food was amazing. And you just get out of your car, you stay there and you eat, you get back in your car and you go on about your business.
Well, I'll leave you with this because, Marketplace is coming in May. We normally host Restaurant Week in May, but now it's turned into Culinary Month. So the entire month of May is Culinary Month, and all of our restaurants are participating and having prefix menus and taste of Antigua, taste of Wadadli. So, yeah, we can find that spot and many more.
We're there.
Okay, perfect.
We are there. One more time, give our listeners the website and possible social handles so we can follow you.
CHTAmarketplace.com and everything in our social media channels at CHTA Now or Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association.
And big up to the great Wadadli. I heard you say the great Wadadli.
Yes, Antigua, Wadadli, yes. Be here.
Have a great day, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on Let the Cocks Crow on Irie Jam Radio.